And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd-and-1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown,
Jerry Judy. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
On the carry.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
11-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones. yards. His second touchdown on the season.
And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Read it well, and it's picked.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Number 3, the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
54 yards on the ground. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Washington.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
11 yards there, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Arizona.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
14. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Number 3, the ball carrier.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Made by Monte Nicholson. A 3-yard pickup.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Check three. Check. Quick dance. Come. Bang. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The stop made.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
A great play there. 75 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now... And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
It's over 1st and 10. At their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jacob Hollister, 57 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to try and run. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Again, the ball carrier.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. flush to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find Switzer. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the 5-yard line.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Derrick Henry.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding